And what if I told you that while we're melting from the heat in some parts of the world, in the southern hemisphere they're in the middle of winter? We begin our journey in the far south of the American continent, in the southern cone, Argentina and Chile. Here, while many in the northern hemisphere enjoy summer, July is synonymous with full winter. Temperatures drop, days shorten, and the landscape transforms under a blanket of cold. The key is the location. Being in the southern hemisphere, the sun arrives with less force and at a lower angle. This means fewer hours of light and a cold that chills you to the bone. Winter here is not just a season, it's an experience that defines daily life. Patagonia, that vast territory in southern Argentina and Chile, is the undisputed queen of South American winter. Its landscapes look like something out of a postcard: snow-covered mountains, frozen forests, and lakes reflecting the gray sky. The polar air that arrives from Antarctica turns the region into a white and silent paradise. Bariloche, in Argentina, transforms into the capital of skiing and hot chocolate. Its streets fill with tourists looking to slide down the slopes of Cerro Catedral or simply enjoy a cup of chocolate by a fireplace. The atmosphere is festive, with winter markets and sweet aromas in the air. The mountains and lakes of Bariloche are covered in snow, and the surroundings resemble the European Alps. The wooden and stone houses with sloping roofs reinforce that alpine atmosphere. It's a corner where nature and culture blend in a unique winter setting. Crossing the border into Chile, the Andes Mountains impose themselves with their altitude and majesty. Here, the mountains act as a natural wall that traps the cold and lowers the temperature even further. Snow covers the peaks and creates landscapes of breathtaking beauty. Very close to Santiago, the Chilean capital, are some of the most famous ski resorts in South America, such as Valle Nevado and Portillo. These places attract skiers from all over the world who seek to challenge the slopes and enjoy fresh snow just a few hours from the city. Further south, Chilean Patagonia becomes even wilder. Torres del Paine National Park is a destination for adventurers. Here the cold is intense, the wind blows strongly, and the days are short. But those who dare to explore this remote corner are rewarded with landscapes of unparalleled beauty. The Andes, with their snow-capped peaks that seem to touch the sky, are the cold weather factory in the region. Many of their mountains remain covered in snow for almost the entire year, creating an impressive contrast with the valleys and steppes that surround them. In the south, culture revolves around winter. Families gather around the fireplace, sharing hot stews, thick soups, and freshly baked bread. Fire becomes the heart of the home, and comforting food is an essential part of daily life. People adapt and learn to enjoy the cold. Tourists in Bariloche bundle up in scarves and hats, while gauchos traverse the Patagonian steppe on horseback, braving the frosts. Winter activities, from snowshoeing to sledding, are part of daily life. The Carretera Austral in southern Chile is a legendary route that becomes even more challenging in winter. Only the bravest dare to travel its roads surrounded by glaciers, snowy forests, and frozen rivers. It's a journey for those seeking adventure and solitude in extreme landscapes. Thus, Patagonia and the southern Andes become the main protagonists of the cold in July. They are territories where winter is experienced intensely and nature shows its most imposing side. While in other parts of the continent they dance salsa under the Caribbean sun, here the tradition is to uncork a bottle of wine by the fire, share stories, and enjoy human warmth amidst the cold. America is a continent of extreme contrasts. You can experience all seasons of the year simply by changing hemispheres or climbing a mountain. Thus, winter in the South is not just a season, but an adventure that invites you to discover unique landscapes, flavors, and traditions. Now we go up towards the equator, where the landscape changes, but the cold is still present in an unexpected way. Here, in the heart of South America, the Andes mountain range becomes the great protagonist, rising like a backbone that crosses Bolivia and Peru. Although we are closer to the equatorial sun, the cold does not disappear. Altitude is key. As we ascend, The air becomes thinner and temperatures drop drastically, especially during winter nights. Bolivia and Peru, Andean countries par excellence, show that winter also lives in the heights. Here, the climate defies expectations. Sunny days and clear skies can be deceiving, but as soon as the sun sets, the cold takes over the environment. La Paz, Bolivia, at over 3,600 meters above sea level, is a perfect example. In July, the city enjoys bright days, but nights can be truly freezing, with temperatures dropping below zero. El Alto, even higher than La Paz, experiences a dry, biting cold. Here, the wind blows strongly, and the wind chill can be even lower, forcing its inhabitants to bundle up well even during the day. The Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt desert, is another extreme setting. During July nights, temperatures can drop to 15 degrees or less. However, this intense cold offers unique starry skies, where the Milky Way seems to be within reach. In Peru, the highlands are the cold heart of the country. Cusco, at 3,400 meters of altitude, experiences sunny days and sub-zero nights. The city, ancient capital of the Inca Empire, wakes up every morning with a layer of frost on the rooftops. Machu Picchu, although lower than Cusco, also experiences cold nights in July. Visitors are often surprised to feel the contrast between the daytime heat and the nocturnal cold in this magical place. If you decide to do the famous Inca Trail, be prepared to camp under the Andean sky and feel the intense cold of the mountain. Mornings can be freezing, and your breath turns into vapor as the first rays of sun illuminate the peaks. Here the cold is not from snow in the cities, but from radiation. Heat dissipates quickly when the sun sets. Life adapts. Thick, warm alpaca fabrics are essential to withstand the low temperatures. Markets are overflowing with handmade ponchos, hats, and scarves. Coca tea, a traditional infusion, helps combat the cold and altitude, comforting locals and travelers alike. And the fireplaces, lit at dusk, become the center of family gatherings, where stories are shared and the warmth of the fire is enjoyed. In rural communities, the daily routine begins before dawn, when the cold is most intense. Children go to school bundled in several layers, and field work is done under clear skies and icy air. The Andes create true winter islands in the middle of the tropical zone, where nature and culture intertwine to face the challenging climate. Don't forget to pack warm clothes if you travel to Cusco or Uyuni in July. A good hat, gloves, and a thermal jacket can make the difference between enjoying or suffering the trip. The cold of the heights is intense, but it offers unforgettable landscapes and experiences. Seeing the sunrise over the snowy peaks or walking through a salt flat under an infinite sky is something that stays with you forever. So, winter in America is not just a southern thing. The mountains also rule, imposing their own rhythm and climate on those who dare to explore them. The continent's climatic diversity is astonishing. In a few kilometers, you can go from the humid jungle to the dry cold of the mountain, experiencing a variety of landscapes and temperatures unique in the world. A wonder to experience. Traveling through Bolivia and Peru in winter is discovering the strength of nature and the warmth of its people, always ready to welcome you with a smile and a hot cup of mate. So ends our journey through the cold side of America in July. In the south, the distance to the equator and proximity to the South Pole bring snowy winters. In the Andes, altitude creates freezing nights and clear days, even near the equator. Colombia and Ecuador also have cool areas in the highlands, though not as cold as Patagonia or the Altiplano. America is a mosaic of climates. You can go from tropical heat to alpine cold in hours. I hope you enjoyed this tour and are encouraged to explore these contrasts. If you want more travel and climate curiosities, subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.